big boy.
Oh,
We
wait,
home.
wait, you deliver dinner?
Yeah.
You make it sound like it's like you arrive in a car or something. You're like, hello, like, you guys want your food?
No.
There?
We have like a car come in and they make like pre-made meals. So then we have to like divvy up everyone else's meals and then go to different parts of the hotel. So I always get the big boys for some reason. So they see me, they know I'm nice as shit. So they're like, hey, we big boys. We home.
What you gonna do?
We're big
Roxy,
boys.
give me some fucking food.
We're big boys. Making noise. Yeah.
Big boys, yeah. Big boys. Anyways, what's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Double Toast, horrible stream. No, the Double Toast pre-show. We're here. I'm not. Is this a game show voice, by the way? Did I do it again?
Little bit.
Fuck you. No. See, people, I'm authentic. I talk normally. I don't do a fake voice at all. But I do say fake things. I just kiss your guys' ass for 30 minutes, and then as soon as we're done, I'm like, I hate those motherfuckers. I can't stand them. I don't like that. But thank you for the bits, though. Mauricio, he says, DT review one of your favorite movies tonight. Yes! Godzilla 1998. It's not actually one of my favorite movies, but I will say that it was a movie that I liked a lot when I was a kid. And can I just bring that up really quick, too? People talk shit about Roland Emmerich and Independence Day and Godzilla, but by the way, guys, back in the day, people used to watch movies not to fucking review them all the time. It was kind of crazy, but like people like enjoyed shit back in 1998. Do you remember this movie at all, Roxy? The Godzilla 1998?
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you think of it? And if you don't like it, you can tell me. I won't judge you, but I will talk shit behind your back though.
I mean, I just like Godzilla. That's all I remember from the movie because it's been a minute since I've seen it, but I vaguely remember like the advertisements.
Oh, I do. I used to love those. You walk by a bus and it was like, his dick is this size or whatever. Like, that shit was cool as fuck. And then they'll even say, like, in the bottom, like, only when it's soft. But, when it's hard, it's way bigger.
That's
like,
big baby.
It's a very big red top. I mean, it was so big, in fact, that he was so into it. I see him over here fucking this goddamn building over here. Look at that. Just gripping that fucking thing.
Big boy.
And
That's
dude,
a big boy. You make a noise.
Jet! Jet, that's the best Godzilla I ever heard in my life.
Can we hear that noise in the new Godzilla vs. Kong,
Dude,
please?
can that just be everyone's sex noise in the bedroom? Imagine just walking by a bedroom door and just like... That'd be fucking great. The thing is, though, is you can even look, the building... Oh, shit, someone followed us. Thank you, Miss Lit Chick. I really appreciate that. By the way, I think we tried, or Corey tried to say that name the other day, or either on an early stream today, and he fucked up. He'd be like, lit, tit, tick, pick, sick. But I said it right because I know how to read. Just joking, Corey. You're great at reading and everything's great about you. But, looking over here, though, as you can see, thank you really about that, too, Ryan. I gotta find a new way to put, like, the fucking alerts in a different spot because if I'm talking about something, those come up, I'm like, well, I guess I'll just wait 5 seconds. But, you can see this building, man. Apparently that building didn't have any lotion on it. Cause see all the ash just being ripped upon the side of that fucking thing? Godzilla's just
I don't like
ripping it.
I don't like the angle. The angle looks weird.
Why? I mean, that's how it would look if you were, like, on the streets and you looked up and you're like, oh, shit, there's a big lizard fucking that building. I think it's realistic.
Would it look like that?
Yeah. I think so. Or, like, okay, let's just say you're in your apartment building, you're looking at the 5th floor, and you look up and it's like, damn, like, Mr. Zilla's getting it. You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess.
I like this movie though. It was with Matthew Broderick. By the way, Jet, I would ask you what you thought about this movie, but the reason why I put it on last week is because you said you didn't watch it or you don't remember it. And then yesterday I was like, yeah, like remember last week watched Godzilla? Huh? I didn't watch that. I'm like, what? Where the fuck were you? Like, we watched the whole thing, the whole 2-hour thing, and you just don't remember.
Oh, I tend to phase out of reality at certain points in time.
Mm-hmm.
You probably caught me in my 2-hour lunch break.
I guess so. They're saying we're seeing the actor hours this weekend. Okay, that'd be cool. But I will say one thing about this movie is that there's so many bad things about it that are not like really, really bad. They're just like kind of bad. I can imagine people in the after hours like just fucking stepping over each other with the jokes. Like, oh, hey, fucking, look at Matthew Broderick. That's a lot of fish. That's stupid. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to deal with all that shit. But, hey, it is what it is. Really quick, though, I'm going to make a watch together. Because I should start doing this for all the shows, but I keep forgetting. But I'm going to send you guys this link. Sorry, guys. There's probably some really shitty podcasting here. I should do this when I'm not on the show. Shut up, you damn thing. Oh, ads. That's nice. Look at this. Like, I want to see this shit.
Sounds like plastic.
God damn it. It's so annoying. I hate it. Anyways, by the way, too, another thing's happening. See, we're all just terrible here. But someone's trying to join the call. I'm trying to open that up, and bang, there we go. Alan, what's up, dude?
Yeah, sorry about it. I just got the message now.
Yeah, but I'm going to give you guys a link right now in our one group call because we're going to watch some trailers really quick. And as we look at these trailers, where the fuck is that goddamn... Okay, here it is.
So did anything major drop recently?
Not really, but the movie that they're going to be reviewing tonight on DoubleToasted.com is Godzilla 1998. And I want to just kind of bring you to my world because Alan is the guy in here that hates...
God.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, out of left field, I think Godzilla 1998 is terrible.
Yeah, so see what I'm saying, guys? Like, there's a reason why we're doing this because he's a grumpy fucking fellow. You know what I mean?
Roland Emmerich has never made a good movie.
See, and yeah, Alan's one of those guys who thought he was a critic when he was like 9 years old or whatever the fuck. But hold on, let me see.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. He's never made a good movie.
That's
Independence Day is not good. The only reason Independence Day is remembered fondly is because people want Star Wars so fucking badly they'll take anything.
Okay, by the way, I'm starting to think that you are bad on Penelope's emotions.
She just wants a little bit of attention.
No, because like as soon as Alan gets excited about something, that bird's like, fuck, shit, fuck, shut.
I mean, yeah.
But here's the thing, though, guys. I gotta show you this. Hopefully, it fucking works. I know Birdman's in the call. Who else is in the watch together? Jed, or you?
Give me 1 second. Sorry, I was smelling this peach tree that smells like plastic.
That's always nice.
What?
Brightburst, I saw Godzilla and Small Soldiers 1998.
Don't
Dude,
ask
Small Soldiers
questions.
was a shit. I love Small Soldiers.
Sure. Small Soldiers is a great movie. Better than Godzilla.
Okay, I can agree with that, but you just, lots of volatile, energy from you. You're just very angry.
Because I hate Roland Emmerich. I honestly hate every one of his fucking
a lot
movies.
of guys. Like, if you were
No, but like he's had a consistent fucking pedigree of making really shitty disaster movies, like one after another. Like people say The Patriot's good. That's the only one I haven't sat through. But just like almost everything else, I'm like, bro, why am I watching this shit? The one that broke me was that fucking Anonymous, that fucking Shakespeare fucking movie. If he didn't write his own plays or some stupid shit. Yeah. Fucking Brightburst just brought it up as I was speaking about it. Dreadfully dull. And as soon as the plot starts, I realized, what's the point of this fucking movie? And it just booked it.
Well, people, we're going to watch a trailer really quick. As a family, we're going to watch a really amazing trailer. And this is how you sell this fucking lizard. We're going to watch right now Godzilla Trailer 2, 1998. And here we go. This is some good shit here. Okay, just going fishing. Oh, look at me. I'm an old man.
Nope, you gotta be quicker than that. Oh.
Dude, this looks like Tim Burton directed this for the fucking Addams Family.
How the fuck? It's just an
The
old guy with
music
a
is
fishing
way
pole.
too whimsical. This is so fucking weird.
Tonality, man.
Oh man, that's a lot of fish.
I feel like I'm back at my old job.
I
Just fucking old people talking
Oh,
shit.
Oh shit. Or we got some horns in the water. Oh shit, it's a water boner. Oh no, that's a big bitch. Oh my god.
I'd fucking shit myself if I saw that.
From the creators of
This is Alan running to the bathroom.
The probably only good shot in the entire movie. Godzilla's slow as hell, man.
Yeah, boy. Green
Cool.
big bitch.
Cool, too bad the rest of this movie's complete dog shit.
Why are you so fucking cynical?
Look,
Yeah,
was that
look at
trailer?
yourself. Look at yourself.
Yeah, big fucking eye.
Look, was that trailer good? Yes, that was very, very well done as a trailer.
Mm-hmm.
But trailers don't make movies. If we were reviewing that trailer, yeah, that's an incredible trailer. I can't wait to see the rest of the movie. And then we watch the rest of the movie going, what the fuck is this shit?
Well, I don't know. You could be wrong again in so many fucking ways. But the thing is, for me, what I thought that was pretty cool about this was the fact that Museum trailer. You're right, Mauricio. Like that was pretty good too. But what they
Is that
did,
in the museum or just the movie called Museum?
no, it's Godzilla. But like there was a museum essentially
Oh.
where his foot actually breaks through. The kids are watching and they're playing some music too, like la 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 la. Oh, look at this! It's a Tyrannosaurus Rex dinosaur bone thingy structure. Like oh, it's a Velociraptor thing. And all of a sudden the fucking foot comes down and just breaks all the fucking dinosaur bone things. And it was like, oh shit, is that them saying like, yo, fuck Jurassic Park, bam, like you know what I mean? Because it's on the T-Rex.
I mean, kind of. It almost has a similar thing with not the endings. It was there's parts of the endings of either this or Jurassic Park that carry a lot of the same weight. I can't remember if it was one of the sequels. I just remember there being a lot of similar imagery. I should probably not die on this part of the hill.
Yeah, I Am Destruction. He's like, it's a comedy. Okay, maybe it is a little bit of a comedy. I mean, there's a lot of
A
stupid
little
shit that happens.
bit? Dude, the French guys here are the Frenchiest Frenchman that ever Frenched.
Yeah, but that's not the
Yeah.
comedy part.
Oh, we gotta get a cafe. You call this cafe? This is not. In France, we drink the cafe all the time. I just smoke my cigarette.
Okay,
That's
sorry.
half the
people.
dialogue.
I mean, the reason why he
So
doesn't like
bad.
it is because there's no slow motion hot dogs flowing in the air while romantic interest is no longer talked about for
This
4
is the
hours.
part where I put the reason he likes it, but then my mind goes blank. The reason he likes it is because I don't actually fucking know.
Maybe because there's a big ass lizard dinosaur thing running around doing stuff, unlike 2014.
Yeah, but there's so
Godzilla.
much dumb shit that you call out other movies for having dumb shit in that you forgive this for. I don't know. You had really good popcorn at the theater when you watched it.
No, I think when I saw it, I was 8 years old, and you know, you like things when you're.
Yeah,
young
I was
and-
around the same age when I saw that too.
Well, yeah,
You
but
know,
like,
also saw.
oh no, go ahead. I'll let you go ahead. I'm sorry.
You know, I also saw around that time, like a year or two later, Kill Bill.
Oh, and by the way, I need to put this out here because, okay, so there's a couple things we're gonna touch on, people, and I know I didn't put these in the tags or whatever, and I'll change everything after the show because I don't think we had that much time today. But Alan's probably gonna piss you guys off in one way later on, talking about a movie he watched with his friends recently, and I'll let him tell you what that movie is later on. But I want to just put this out here right now, just to piss him off for you guys before he pisses you guys off himself. Kill Bill is overrated as fuck. I am sorry.
I don't care.
It's overrated as fuck. It is kind of bad, actually.
It really isn't, and it's one of the movies that really inspired a large portion of my life. I don't care about the ratedness or not. It holds a special place in my heart. It means a lot to me.
Frank Wells, thank you for following on Twitch. But
Thank
really
you
quick,
so much.
Frank Wells, come in the chat really quick and let me know if you agree with me on Kill Bill
Yeah.
being
Well,
or overrated.
yep. And then Nick stomps on my heart for having something that's close to my childhood.
Well, no, because I'm not trying to be. Wow, I like how I showed the screen so fast. It still showed the green, like made for this audience, fucking thing. But no, here's my thing too. Is like, and not to like insult you as a person, but you're gonna do it to me later on. So it is what it is. Oh, look
fuck
at they
you.
agree with me. Baby Lush Mob. Thank you so much, sir.
Damn, I haven't seen him in a hot minute.
I know, right? Yeah, I'm glad you're over here, man.
Really?
Hopefully, you're still like all moist or moisture.
Stay moist. bro.
I fundamentally disagree with that
The
speech
moisture?
at the end of what?
The
No,
moisture?
I know I'm Arab and we disagree with moisture in general, but Brightburn has a point. Kill Bill Volume 2 Superman speech is amazing. I fundamentally disagree with that because as much as the speech is all right, it doesn't actually understand the character. It's just Quentin Tarantino kind of just spouting off his own opinion on Superman.
Possibly, and I don't even remember that scene, so it didn't stick with me too much.
And it's not that big of a deal, so it's not like I have to repeat it. But it's
And
like,
Volume 1
I
is
fun-
definitely more memorable than the second one. Like, whether I'm going to talk some shit right now, but I will say that, like, the sequel, they're trying to do something. I think it kind of
Well-
failed, but, I mean.
I disagree with that because, and this is me as a kid. I didn't realize I got vindication later on because I remember watching that. It was like, hey, don't even watch part 2. It's trash. And I was like, why? I love the first one so much. I like the second one. Like, no, nothing about it. I'm like, I watched it. I was like,
Sorry.
what?
Suffocation, no thinking. I like Zack Snyder because I'm a dinky. I don't know. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. What's one of your favorite zombie movies of all time?
What, Dawn of the
Goonies.
Dead?
Yeah, what's one of your favorite ones?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite ones. I have about 10 favorite ones. Thank you.
Yeah, I said one of them. I didn't say your favorite, but anyway, I watched Kill Bill Part 2, and I was like, this is the ending. Like where it picks up, how it continues on. This is just the other half of that movie. And I remember fighting with people going, it's not a sequel, it's the rest of the movie. You have the epic climax, and the part 2 is the epilogue, which he deals with the villain of the story. Like, this
Yeah.
is a two-parter. And people are like, no, it's a sequel because of this. I'm like, no, it's the second fucking half. And I argued that for years until Quentin's like, yeah, I just couldn't make a 4-hour fucking movie.
Biggie Bob, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, like,
Yes,
and
thank you.
I agree with you, but I also think that that's kind of a bad thing too, because you're saying it like I feel through your vibe or whatever and how you're saying it. You're like, oh no, like, that's a cool thing. It's not a sequel. They knew what they're going with this. They were going to continue the story, and that's cool. I actually like that. But I will say though that for me, it's a cheap way to get a sequel because Resident Evil did that with the video games, Resident Evil 2 and 3 remakes. Infinity War did that with Endgame.
But you love the third one, though.
Well, I like it, but yeah, but like it's like still that should have been like a separate thing because back in the day on PS1 they were completely separate games. With the way they did it now, it's like it was supposed to be bundled because the story is so short. You know, like back in, like one of the biggest complaints they had about that Resident Evil 3 remake is like, oh my god, it's so short in comparison to the original one. It's like, yeah, that's because it wasn't meant to be a fucking game. They're trying to screw you over. Same thing happened with Infinity War and Endgame. There's no reason why Endgame is 3 hours, especially considering the fact that movie is essentially just part 2 of Infinity War. That should have been one movie. You know,
no,
what I mean,
because
like, it
again,
just
when
doesn't
you're
make sense.
doing a lot of, because the first time I've ever seen a part 2 really done in films was the Harry Potter saga. Because Harry Potter, the part 7 and part 8 were from one book, and I remember people having the same argument. And I'm like, you clearly never read the book. There's no fucking way they are putting all this bullshit into one fucking movie. It would be the most overrushed thing because fucking Order of the Phoenix should have been 2 movies as well. And I'll continue the rant while you do that.
Yep.
Order of the Phoenix should have been 2 movies. They skip over like 90% of the fucking themes in there just to rush through a plot. Where with Harry Potter 7 and 8, it's like, yeah, you have the first part, which is extremely important, and it ends at a perfect point. It ends at a point where the villain gets the most powerful weapon, and then you get the rest of it where it's mostly action. The second movie is mostly action. Endgame, there's a lot that they want to cover, a lot they want to celebrate, but they had to build it up. It does feel like one complete movie. Kill Bill isn't a, hey, we want to do sequel. Kill Bill is literally one movie. They just had to break it up because no fucking way were they going to let Quentin Tarantino put a 4-hour movie in there. It is a 4-hour movie. It's just because, again, this was what, 2001, I think? Maybe like 2000 when it came out. They weren't going to let him do it, so they had to split it up. But there are times where they just do part 2 because they want to sell extra money. Hunger Games and Twilight was a perfect example of that. I read the Hunger Games. Not Hunger Games. I fucked that book. I read Twilight. There's no reason the last book should have been. They split up in the book as 2 parts, but you could easily told that as one movie. They just did that because they want to capitalize because they knew there weren't any more books. Same thing with Hunger Games. But like the stuff with Endgame, Kill Bill was, again, as I said, literally one movie. Like, there are justifications for that. Hell, people are saying Lord of the Rings should have been multiple parts because of how much the extended cuts just add in like 4 hours to the movie.
Yeah, man. By the way, I just saw.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. By the way, like, here's the thing. I didn't read Twilight, but I did watch the first movie. So I mean, we all.
I never
If
watched
you're
the
gonna
movie.
talk shit about something, you got to see it. I mean, you know.
I want to defend myself. So I saw the trailer for Twilight, and I was like, eh. But then someone's like, it's based off a book. I'm like, you know what? I like the Harry Potter movies, and I like the books. Let me read the book. And I read the book. I was like, this is fantastic. I enjoy reading it. And I read through like all 4, and people at school were like, the fuck's wrong with you, man? Why are you reading this shit? I'm like, because I like reading? Ugh, you should like sports and shit. I'm like, bro, I'm 2 feet fucking tall. Like, what sports am I going to do? Do you want me to be the football?
You said,
Like,
you, said you read the first Twilight book and thought it was fantastic?
I enjoyed it.
See,
The
Alan. Okay, so here's the thing, Alan. Not to like make fun of you or anything, because like I was gonna say
You
this
will.
later on about the other thing, the Kill Bill thing. But it's like, you know, because for me, I'm like, you know, there's a lot of people that read certain things, and there's different things that make them want to write. But when you said before, like, yo, with Kill Bill, that made me want to write stories. It's like that's one of those movies that story is very, very like even people who love the
Okay.
movie. Okay,
Well, it's not because of to explain your point like that. To finish off we tried to watch first movie 15 minutes in. I was so bored out of my mind. I never watched a single one of those movies. I just said fuck it. But Nick's bringing up a very important point that I said a bit on the show, and I've told, like, you know, not necessarily in confidence, but outside the camera. I'm an amateur writer. I'm not an author. I want to be an author one day as a fantasy goal. But one of the movies that inspired me to be a writer was Kill Bill. And people have laughed at me and called me fucking stupid. They're like, there's like 2 lines of story in the entire fucking thing. What are you fucking talking about? And this is the part where people will understand. It's not necessarily the dialogue that made me want to become a writer. It was the Crazy 88 fight. Because I have never, up at that point, I was like about 11 years old when I saw that. I never saw a fight scene like that. I've seen a couple Jackie Chan movies, some animated stuff, but seeing a character stand in the middle of a fucking room with a sword, surrounded by people, female by the way. So first time seeing this, and I'm looking at my parents going, I'm scared for this character because I don't know if she's gonna survive through this because this all of this shit was just washing over, and just seeing her go through that, you got a sense of power, you got a sense of control, you got a sense of the strategies that's going through her mind, the sense of environment.
No,
And all the stuff that's going on with the choreography.
She's hitting
But
square a bunch
she
of
is
times.
beating up, but there's so many ways where she's walking through, where she's jumping, where she's going up the stairs to try to stem the flow, where she's actually using the environment to her advantage. There is so much going on in this, and I watched it over and over and over again. That I was like, I want to do that one day. I want to fucking make a scene like this, like something like that. So, which led to me loving choreographed fight scenes because of seeing shit like this. I was like, this is fucking incredible. Because when you get a really well done choreographed fight scene, now obviously there have been better since most of the raid, but you see something. I saw something like this as a kid, and it inspired me. I want to do this one. Stop laughing at my fucking stuff, man.
Well, like
Seriously.
it's hilarious. That looks
It's
funny.
not hilarious. That's my fucking. That's something
She
you watch me and
jumped
you're laughing
in
at
the
me.
air. She literally
Yeah.
jumped on her sword and bounced.
You know
like,
what, man?
fucking
Yeah,
20
you
feet
made your
up.
point. Let's move on. Like,
Holy shit, you're
I'm
crazy.
I'm just a little confused because you said this one to like you want to become a writer after this. Wouldn't you want to become a director?
Yeah, like, I don't know. I'm trying to engage someone because I'm laughing, but it's like every time that I talk about anything that I like, we just talked about Godzilla for a second, and you got mad and yelled for that before I even was able to explain it. And it's like, okay, we're looking at this since you want to talk shit. I'm like, okay, let's check this out. And it's like that shit was silly. That was really,
yep.
you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Anyway, so Kill Bill's great though. It's a wonderful movie. That was a cool scene. It is what it is. But moving on though, let me see. I think Corey's starting soon. By the way, too, so he would normally be starting right after the phone call, like he usually does. But Billy and Martin are still not there. I think what they thought was that the show was gonna be starting at 9:30, and unfortunately, you know, I guess it was miscommunication. So you guys might be stuck with this for a bit. I don't know. I think Corey should be starting the show soon just to test the internet, but we'll see what happens with that. But moving on here, I do want to bring up a couple of things. Firstly, this is something that fucking Ryan sent me, and I actually think it's kind of an interesting concept in a bad way. But apparently Cruella, or how you say that shit?
Cruella.
Kawawa?
Fucking koala, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, but apparently Black Widow and Cruella are going to be going on Disney Plus. Not at the same time, but like it'll be in theaters and Disney Plus at the same time, but just these two movies will have different release dates. So that's a whole fucking confusing thing to even say there. For me personally, I think that this is once again a situation where they're not reading the fucking room. I think Disney should have read people's responses to just the whole Mulan thing, which, hey, whatever, that was a fucking, you know, they fucked up. But the biggest thing, though, is like this happened again with fucking Raya and the Last Dragon, and that movie did bad compared to Tom and Jerry. So it's just kind of like, all right, dude, like I don't know what the fuck's going on with, you know, with them still doing this. But Rox, I want to get your opinion on this. What are you feeling about, you know, these still going to Disney Plus? And do you think there's anything that can win you over as far as trying to, you know, spend money on a Disney Plus premiere fucking video, whatever?
For me, no. I don't see the point in fucking paying $30, $40, whatever, to try to see this, like to be the first to see it. If it was something I was really like excited about, even then I still wouldn't pay the $30. I'm cheap. I usually wait till like half price Tuesdays and I pay like $5 or whatever to go see the movies back in the day when you used to like go to theaters and shit. It's not enough for me. I'm not a big Marvel fan. I'm not a big DC fan. I'm not a big like superhero person. I enjoy a little bit from time to time, but like I mentioned before, it's too saturated for me. I don't want to have nothing to do with it. And Cruella, well, I mean, I liked 101 Dalmatians. I liked 102 Dalmatians, so maybe in time I'll check it out.
Yeah.
But I don't feel a pressing need to like watch this and be like one of the first people to see it.
Yeah, because like that's where I'm at too. Because another thing as well is like this is a movie that I feel like can get people into movie theaters big time, especially the way they're trying to go like the whole Joker route. Like, ooh, Cruella, this is some real serious shit. You know what I mean? That could have been a really interesting thing. Mauricio saying, what's weird is that the new Pixar movie Luca is going to be there for free, like Soul was. Yeah, that's strange. And by the way, yeah, like that's a movie that I would have paid for. Soul was fucking a great movie. And they didn't put that through a paywall, so that's kind of crazy. Hey, boy in the cut is saying people are willing to pay $30 for Black Widow. If you're going to go to the theaters, you're going to pay that just as much. Yep, that's true. I agree with that. Emike saying, by the way, Alan Diaz, I'm currently writing a Legacy of Kain fan novel. Nice, dude. That's actually, man, you love the fuck out of Citizen Kane, or not Citizen Kane, Legacy of Kain. But really quick though, Jet, I'm gonna get your opinion on this, and I kind of already know it, but I'm gonna let you.
I think two people basically mixed me and Roxy up again.
Yeah, no.
I didn't say shit.
It was JP, the guy who always mixes you guys up. Two people who sound completely different. Yeah, dude, that's what you guys should do. Like, if you guys ever do a show, you're Joxy or Rhett. I don't know if Rhett or Joxy is better. I mean, Rhett sounds like that movie Rent. You know what I mean? Like maybe we can turn it into a musical or something.
The Joxy and Rhett show.
Yeah. But Joxy, no, Jet. What are you thinking about this? I mean, obviously you're probably not too interested in either of these fucking movies, but is there anything that you can see them doing that can earn you, you know, paying for a fucking premiere video thingy for Disney Plus?
Nope. How much is Disney Plus
What
already?
the hell? Why are you?
It's already like $10. It's already $10 for like the monthly whatever the fuck thing, and then like $30 per like premiere thingy, whatever. So I don't know. Mandama says, "God damn it!" Pierce Brosnan was cast as Dr. Fate in Black Adam. Yeah, I read about that. I don't know too much about Black Adam. You might bring it up in a little bit, but Alan, I'm gonna save you for last year, dude. What do you think about this whole situation with Cruella and Black Widow?
I don't fucking know why they're continuing this. No one seems to like it, and I'm not sure if the fucking Ryan last whatever the fuck actually made enough money to pull it off. But it seems like that's the method they're going through, and they're going hard because they're like, yeah, the MCU movie. Everyone wants an MCU movie. It doesn't fucking matter what the character is. They want an MCU movie, so they're gonna fucking shell it out. But I don't know if they're gonna keep this up. But it feels like they're just gonna keep going to it. Basically, they're gonna keep fighting the fans until the fans just give up.
Yeah.
Until this is just so normal.
Yeah, I think that might be the case too, and it would suck if that's the case because it's like once again, it's one of those things where people just don't want to rebel hard enough, I guess, and then they, the companies win. But there is enough people that are complaining about it. That I'm like, okay, well, shit, like they should probably listen to them, especially considering the fact that they lost a couple of times. The fact that wait, you might say, is Ganja here? I hear his voice. No, you hear his voice. Damn,
No.
Roxy. Did Ganja just fucking turn to a ghost and then he just got into E-Mike's ears like, hey, smoke weed every day?
Fucking no. When are y'all gonna learn the difference between? We have different pictures. We made this easy for y'all. Do you want us to start speaking in fucking colors at this point?
What does that even mean?
But no, my baby isn't here. And he's not gonna be here for a little while more, so just look at our pictures and try to tell us apart. Shit.
I think the reason why she's more like a little irritated because it's like you guys get her and Jen mixed up so fucking much, and like it's like their faces actually show up on the screen. No, but Ganja's not here. Maybe I sound like Ganja. I don't know. I've been told that before. I've been told I look like him and sound like him. The whole fucking
Smell
thing.
like him?
No, I wasn't. He smells like weed. I smell like shit. It's a big difference.
No, he's been smoking less, so he doesn't smell like weed. He
By
just
the way-
smells like
Wait,
laundry.
So by the way, the guy named Ganja, I'm gonna defend the weed smell. But for me, it's like, oh yeah, but Nick smells like shit though. Like defend me, goddammit.
I
Tell them I
never
don't smell
said
like
you
shit.
smell like shit.
I know, but
You
I
don't
did.
smell either.
You were supposed to come
like
in and be like-
neither of you, for being big boys, none of y'all smell.
Thank you.
You don't have a smell, and Garrett doesn't have a smell. Y'all just smell like nothing, if that makes sense.
I was hoping you say cologne or something, but
Okay, like fucking Downy or Tide or
Thank
some
you.
fresh ass fucking laundry, fresh out the dryer, hot and shit.
Yo, dude, Febreze Tide is the shit, dude. Sometimes I go over there at the store and I just open it up. You know, you gotta check to see if that's the one you like or whatever. I just sit in the aisle and just smell it.
Well, according to Gene, you smell like virtual.
Mm.
Whatever that
Yeah.
means.
It smells like some deets in here, some digits. So I was
Ooh.
saying, Nick smells like the whiny bitch scented. Fuck you! But is there a whiny bitch scented gang? Like, what's like the smelly bitch scent that you would like equate to, like vanilla or something, or like raspberry? I don't even know.
For me, personally, the smelly bitch scent that I don't like, Elizabeth Arden's Red Door.
Why are you so exact?
Because a ton of old
Spice
people fucking adore that smell. And it's so fucking strong. Like everywhere I go, that smell fucking haunts me. When I worked at the old folks' home, it smelled like that. When I worked in the hospital, it smelled like that. Now that I work in a goddamn shelter, I still smell that fucking goddamn perfume from time to time. If you ever smell it, get a chance to smell it. But be careful with the spray. Because one little spritz of that shit will stick on you. You'll smell like old bitches all fucking day.
Yeah, just saying you'll love it when you get old. Yeah, maybe.
No.
No, because I'm wondering, do you start like? Cause I've noticed already. I like commercial music now as an old man. Like I'm starting to be like, oh, that's a bop, and it's like fucking Grubhub or something. I'm just kind of like, oh, you hit the floor, going low, low, low. And it's like, that sounds pretty cool.
Oh,
Yeah, I kind of like
you
that
like
shit.
those?
I do. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you one.
What's
The one like compilation of commercial songs that I like is, what was it? The 90s like best love songs of the world collection.
Oh, yup.
That's my guilty pleasure. I fuck with all of them.
Yeah, those are the shit. No, but like sometimes.
You know
like,
what? You know what scent actually just takes me out to this day.
what?
Just makes
What?
me just go like, Axe.
Yep.
Okay, I thought that was a joke, by the way, because I love the smell of Axe. That shit's fucking delish.
You just walk past the dude just wearing a whole bunch of Axe and just like.
You could tell he didn't
Well,
shower.
if it's too much though, like this one, like this is a great smell right here, dude. Come on. Red?
No.
Yeah, Axe Essence. Yeah. Dude, when I was a kid, or when I was a teenager, when I was a grown-ass man, I used to spray that myself. And people be like, what's that smell? I'd be like, oh, it's this, it's a certain kind of whatever. But it's like, no, it's totally fucking Axe. You know what I did one time, though, dude, to make myself look cool? One time I was actually wearing some legitimate cologne, like some like fucking $30 cologne shit, which I know it's not expensive, but I'm poor. So I got it, and it's called True Religion. And some girl that I thought looked pretty was like, "Oh, what's that smell?" I didn't want to tell her, like, "Oh, it's this one cheap ass shit." So I just said, "It's True Religion." Like trying to make it sound French, I was like True Religion. And she was like, "Oh, Religion." I'm like, "Religion."
It's Dijon mustard.
And then the fucking asshole chick had a smartphone. That's the problem with smartphones. Like, you can find out you're lying pretty quick. But they pull it up and they're like, "Oh, let me see, because I want to get one from a boyfriend." So right away I'm like, "Oh fuck, she's a boyfriend, so this is going nowhere." But she's looking it up and I spell it out and she's like, "Oh, True Religion. Oh yeah, I've seen this." And she just walked away. So that's the end of my cologne story. Anyways, back to some nerd
By
shit.
the way, there's nothing wrong with $30 smells. By the way, like I buy like $30 scents all the time. I do mix them though to basically get better scents, but just like if you buy $30 ones, as long as they work and last, like it's fine.
Yeah. And I don't spray a bunch. A little snip over there on the wrist, and then the other one, the other wrist, and then I cut it. No, it's fine. No, but it's great. Anyways, though, let's go ahead and move on to some more nerd shit. Some people in the chat are like, "Oh, I don't care about smells. I lay in my filth," which is fine. But there's this whole thing over here going on about the Xbox Live rebrand. Wow, I said that weird. Rebrand. But yeah, it's a rebrand, and the official new name has been revealed as Xbox Network. So that's actually an interesting thing. I've always hated the idea of Xbox Live. The fact that when this game, the console, the regular Xbox came out, they're like, "Hey, we're gonna give you this service where it's you get to play online with people, blah blah blah." I remember Dreamcast did it for free, and when I thought about the analyticals as far as like, okay, I understand you gotta have somebody kick you a little bit of money. But the fact that they would sell you the $50 gift card thingies and then you hook them up or type in your redeem code or whatever, I was like, that's a lot of fucking money for a year of Xbox Live. And that's even before I even knew what the internet and playing online was like. And then just to think that we know what it's like now and they've been doing this forever, it's annoying. But Al, I'll get your opinion on this, dude. What do you feel about the Xbox Live thing going down? And have you ever been kind of against the idea of Xbox Live?
No, I've always been for it because that's the first time I ever played live was when I was a kid. I had never played live prior to Xbox. Actually, no, prior to Xbox because I actually skipped that entire thing because I always felt live was just complete bullshit. I'm like, I like playing single player games. It wasn't until Xbox 360 where I played GTA 4 for the first fucking time. That's really the only thing. I never really played Call. It wasn't until afterwards where I was like, oh, this is actually kind of fun. Oh, you got to pay? Okay, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. I could pay for as long as little as I want. And I ended up buying the year because, again, I could talk to my friends and all that stuff, which was the first time I really had online friends. So it became worth it just to talk to them, just to kind of hang out with them. And even at the $60 a year, it came out to like $5 a month. So that's not. I could easily afford that, even though I was broke for a lot of it. As far as them renaming it, I think it's because people are getting really confused with the PC Xbox stuff and the console Xbox stuff. So, we're just going to brand this whole network. So, it's like, yes, you're part of the Xbox network, but if you're on the consoles, you have to buy live. And I think that's where the biggest disconnect has come from is the fact that there's a lot more PC gamers than there ever have been, and they don't have to pay. They have to pay their internet, but they don't have to pay for the specifically online stuff. So, everyone, on the PC, they're like, well, we don't have to. Consoles are like, well, why do we? Because Sony, for the longest time, for PS3 and for the PS3, didn't have it. But also, their live sucked. Their internet sucked. You couldn't. There was no party chat in the PS3. So in order for you to chat, you all had to be on the same game and in the lobby. That's the only way you could fucking talk to people. Then when PS4 came out, they finally integrated in because Xbox Live made it so popular. They had the party chat and everything, and they're like, "Well, we're still gonna start charging you for live, so you can do the party chat for free. But if you want to play online multiplayer, you pay with other people." And people are starting to see it's like, well, what's really the point of this additional paywall? That's when the free games started happening. So now it's like you're paying for a service. At the end of the day, it's like if you're only playing on consoles, I don't see the problem as long as it's reasonably priced. Because I know they tried to bump up the price randomly for no fucking reason, and they got torn apart. But it's like, hey, you pay fucking the $60 a year, you get 2 or 3 free games a month. Most of them tend to be garbage, but you're playing online. If you only play on consoles, I don't see the problem.
Yeah, so I don't know, man, but we'll see what happens with that. I think that it's a situation too where I feel like, yo, if it's Xbox Network, you guys can do a lot of other things too. Do lots of different cloud stuff, lots of good, because they already do that with the Game Pass shit. But at the same time, it's still confusing because it's like PC Game Pass, Microsoft Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass, Cloud Gaming Game Pass, Ultimate, whatever the fuck. So I think that this can kind of like simplify the entire thing for people to even, I mean, shit. Imagine like this turning into a big gift for later on the holidays too. You can never run out of fucking redeem codes for grandparents to buy their kids, and imagine being a grandpa this time and it's like, so he wants the Game Pass, but there's 3 different Game Passes, and then it's a card. So what the fuck? You know what I mean? It's just you might as well just buy him a fucking Visa or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I am hyped for it though because I gotta tell you, dude, the Game Pass, as far as what they currently do right now, is great. I love what Xbox is doing.
Yeah.
And PlayStation's trying to do a couple of things. I was actually talking to some asshole named Julian today, and he was telling me
Which
about,
one?
It could be any of them. No, but not to just throw shade or whatever. He actually did say something that was kind of like, oh, that's interesting. But like the PS Now allows people to play like games like The Surge 2 for free on
The
PS5.
what?
The Surge Part 2. The
Oh
sequel.
yeah, that one.
And that's kind of a cool thing because like that's like kind of a new game. I remember I think it's still like $30-$40 right now, and then it's the PS5 version. So it's like, oh shit, like it's fucking free. Like all right then, bravo, dude. So I don't know, maybe PlayStation's trying to kind of come up there and say, hey, fuck you, Game Pass. We're gonna give our fans something, and we're gonna win this.
Oh no, PlayStation has never had any, like, except for like they ran that thing for 4 fucking years, and they gave every single game that's ever been like free onto fucking or at least most of the games that have ever been free for PS5 people. And you see most of those good ones, that's over 4 fucking years. So 4 times 12, 48 fucking months, 48 fucking free games, most of which were trash. Most.
Yeah, Mauricio, does anyone on PS4? I'm gonna sell mine. You can be listening over here in the hallway of the
Go
chat.
buy it. You can upsell that shit because people are fucking trying to buy anything at this point.
Yeah, no shit, right? But yeah, I don't know. I already have them sealed, but I'm pretty sure somebody in there will be like, yeah, sure. Just hopefully you don't have no cockroaches in it. I've seen a lot of PS4s with cockroaches in them. I'm not fucking around. I don't know how it happens, but it's a fucking thing. And lots of money is made off of cleaning those fucking things. So yeah, people, please don't get someone a PS4 with cockroaches on it. That's a terrible surprise. Moving on. This is gonna be the last topic before we get the fuck out of here. But yesterday, a new episode of Superman and Lois aired. It was season 1, episode 5, called "The Best of Smallville." And right away, looking at the title, I'm thinking like, "Oh shit, this is gonna be like a highlights thing for like whatever's happened." But apparently, it's not. Tell me about this, Alan.
Oh, okay, so basically I missed part of episode 5, but I was able to catch up basically everything up until now because we haven't even reviewed episodes 3 and 4. We kind of went to 2 and then just forgot those 2 existed. So what I'll do is I'll focus, I guess, on the shit that I did definitely fucking see. It's still continuing its trend. It's still actually developing all these characters in their own way throughout their own plots. They're actually focusing more on Lois Lane and showcasing how she fits in Superman's world. They're actually breaking down Superman's character and what it's like for this character to grow old. Not necessarily old as in he's too old to fight, but like older, where it's like, hey, he has more responsibilities than just flying around the city. But then you also see it's like his presence is extremely fucking important. Especially in the 4th episode, where it's like this character needs to fly around because the moment he's not in Metropolis, bad guys are like, hey, fuck it, that motherfucker's out in the sky, start shooting up the place. So it's like, how's he gonna be able to fucking balance that? And then the kids are basically starting to learn where their place fits in there, dealing with the most asshole fucking character that is the fucking general, where he literally tells the kid, yeah, don't bug your dad with shit. He has to save the fucking world and shit. So, whatever your problems are, don't fucking, deal with that. And I'm like, that's such a bad, toxic fucking parenting trait. But it's like, you see where it's like, yeah, he's so used to this fucking, like, I'm a soldier, so I have to just deal with this shit. Don't bug me with your stupid shit. And Lois just fucking yelling and going, what the fuck is wrong with you? And the family dynamic here works way better than in any of the other CW shows. And honestly, anything that Superman's ever really done prior. So the fact that they're continuing that, it's like, yes, I want to see that. Slow down on the whole, hey, this Doom guy trying to kill you. Focus on the legacy part of the show.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. I did not watch episode 4 or 5. I'm going to, and then by episode 6, which I think might be the mid-season premiere, we'll be able to do like an overall season talk thing about this. I think whatever the next show is going to be, that might be the show where we talk about the Flash and Batwoman again. But I will say that right now, Superman and Lois is probably the best thing going for the whole universe right now. So yeah. But yeah, we'll go back to this later. I mean, obviously you can't really rate it right now. You haven't seen the entire thing, and me, I don't know shit about what's going on right now. But I will say that as far as synopsis goes, I heard about essentially Superman or Clark Kent has found out more about the guy who's fucking around with Lois, over there at the Daily Planet. And I'm like, I hope that whatever he found out wasn't something that's like supernatural. I hope that it's more like, oh no, he's even more of a crook, a capitalist crook than we knew before. So whatever they go with that is cool. But I, believe it or not, I'm more interested in Lois Lane's thing and the Sons. I think that they're the heart of the show. So we'll see what goes on with that shit. But with that said, dude, I think we're gonna get the fuck out of here. You tell people where to find you as far as Metropolis goes.
Alrighty then. I'm assuming that Mubat's going to drop some of my links in a minute. Basically, just follow me on Facebook. You'll see me post all sorts of stuff in the Illuminati podcast, which is currently on hold, but the Metropolis in general. The New Ninjas just did their episode. They're going to have another episode in another couple of days. Follow me on Twitter for just a lot of more gaming-related stuff. So just follow me on there.
All right. So with that said, guys, we are out of here. You guys are gonna hear. I was gonna say see some music. You're gonna see something too. But there it is. Ba-boom, ba-bam. Right there. Ryan, if you want me to rate somebody, let me know. Let me see. I'm on the wrong chat over here. Brock Baker. I think Brock Breaker. What? Let me see. Brock Baker. The raid is happening. Boom. Tell him to follow us back, because if he doesn't, my feelings are gonna be hurt. I'm gonna be mad. Okay. God damn it, Brock. Follow us. Anyways, all right, guys, we are done. Get the fuck out of here. Go enjoy your guys' stuff. Peace.